Hey everyone, and welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. Why be serious if you can be delirious?
Hey, that's my line! How could you?
Well, now you have to make room for me because this is really my channel, not yours.
Can't we share?
Sure, let's do that. Anyways, my name is Tanya and welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. Today we are going to talk about the adventures in advertising.
Adventures in advertising!
Alright, so let's get started with my Draft 2 Digital free sale. I had it for free for 2 full weekends and the week in between, and I only got one download. I was really disappointed. I advertised on social media like my local Facebook groups and my own Facebook page and my own personal Facebook group. I used Instagram. I'm not sure if I put it on Twitter, I can't remember. I've been so busy lately. But basically, I'm disappointed. I was hoping for more visibility and more, free downloads, but I guess I'm out of luck. Okay, let's start with Amazon advertising. I started some new campaigns. I have a total of 8 campaigns going now. So, United States. I increased the bid rate to 23 cents. It didn't increase the rate of impressions, and I also did get some new keywords getting impressions that I didn't have before. So my total impressions is now 2,513. My total clicks is 3, and my total spent is 32 cents US. So that's not bad. Okay, so for my US bid rate versus impressions and clicks, this is the growth chart. So you can see how many impressions I'm getting based on the bid rate that I've used. So my biggest jump was between 17 cents and 20 cents, which increased impressions in 1 week time frame by 833. So there was not a huge increase from 22 cents to 23 cents. It was only 364 impressions. So keeping in mind that I do not want to go over my royalty rate, which is 35 cents per sale, I've decided to stick with the 23 cents for another 2 weeks and see if I get any sales. I know that rushing things is not a good idea, and making minor changes as I go is going to teach me more than it will be making drastic adjustments. At least playing it safe. I'm playing it safe because I don't want to lose money.
I agree because, we totally lost money the first round.
Number 2, Canada. Okay, so I started this one later than the US. US was the very first one that I started because Canada wasn't available to my knowledge. So the starting bid rate is 18 cents per click. Now I've gotten 2 clicks and I've only spent 32 cents. The impressions is at 1,708. So I did 1 week at 22 cents and 1 week at 23 cents, and I increased by 835 impressions. I'm going to leave it as is for another couple of weeks and see what happens. Now, as you can see, I have started a new tracking method in Excel. I work in Excel for my day job, and well, I'm used to it. So I started to make some graphs and charts to kind of see my progression. As you can see, there was a drastic change in how many impressions I got when I went from 22 cents to 23 cents. I'm happy with that. That's yet another reason why I'm going to stick with 23 cents for now, because it did make a big difference. And again, these are just short stories. This is my trial and error period, my learning, my transition into the advertising world. So that's what I'm going to stick with, 23 cents. Let's talk about Australia. Okay, the first week I was at 15 cents. The second week I marked it up to 17 cents per bid per click. So this week I've gotten 8 clicks, which is more than my first week. I've spent 83 cents, but I've gotten no sales. Total impressions 992. I also had 2 new keywords getting impressions that didn't get impressions on the first week. So as you can see in this chart, my impressions increased by 684 impressions. I'm going to increase this campaign to 21 cents per bid because I think it's going really well and I want to continue growing my impressions.
Yeah, you do that, girlfriend. I'm with ya.
Ad campaign number 4, the United Kingdom. Okay, so there isn't really very much change in this. I had increased my bid rate from 15 cents to 17 cents like I had the previous, and the impressions increased by 427, which isn't as much as the others. So my total spend is still 18 cents. My clicks is still 2. My impressions is at 858. I kind of feel like the UK campaign is not going as well as others. I'm going to increase my bid rate from 17 cents to 19 cents. It's only a 2-cent increase. Number 5, Spain. Just like the UK, I have had no additional clicks or sales. In fact, I've had nothing since the beginning. So since I went from 15 to 17 cents, the impressions increased by 638. In total, I am at $0 spent, 0 clicks, 0 sales, and 1,207 impressions. Yeah, I'm going to help the Spain campaign out a little bit, and I'm going to bump it up from 17 to 19 because, well, I need to get some more impressions.
She's not letting me talk. That's so not fair. This is my channel, too.
Number 6, Italy. All right, Italy has had no clicks and no sales yet either. But when I increased the bid rate from 15 cents to 17 cents, I saw an increase of impressions of 1,386. So my total impressions is 2,763. That's actually not that bad. So for Italy, although, my impressions are going really well and I'm getting some good visibility, no one's clicking on it yet. So I am also increasing my bid rate on all of my keywords that are getting impressions from 17 cents to 19 cents. Crossing fingers. Number 7, Germany. I increased my bid rate again from 15 to 17 cents. I went from 1 click to 6 clicks, and the impressions increased by 645. So increasing the bid rate in Germany really made a big difference for me. So I've spent a total of 81 cents. I'm thinking that they call that cents. 0 sales, 6 clicks, 1,288 impressions. So Germany's not going too bad. I'm getting visibility, and honestly, right now, that is my biggest focus. So I know I've done a lot of increasing on the other campaigns, but for Germany, I think I'm going to leave it as is for a couple of weeks and see if I get some more clicks. Number 8, France. France is doing just as good as Germany. I have gotten 6 clicks. In total, I have spent 41 cents. I have gotten no sales, but 1,130 impressions in total. Now this went up by 690 impressions from changing it from 15 cents to 17 cents. So here's the chart for France for the impressions versus clicks based on the bid rate. So like Germany, I'm going to leave it at 17 cents for now for 2 more weeks and see what happens. All right, so here's my overall summary. For my entire group of 8 campaigns in Amazon advertising, I have received a total of 12,459 impressions, 27 clicks, no sales, and I've only spent $2.87. Now keep in mind, I did not convert any of these funds from pounds or US dollars into Canadian. I just added it all up because that's what I felt like doing. Here is my overall ad growth overview chart. Okay, so the blue line is the impressions, and on the left side is the number of impressions. The orange line is the clicks. Yes, it is very low on the chart, and the sales is also very low on the chart because, well, it's at 0. Now, as you can see, as the dates go along, my line is going up, so I am getting more visibility the more changes I make to all the ad campaigns. Crossing fingers, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'll see some sales. But I'm not going to touch it or look at it for 2 whole weeks. So check in with me in 2 weeks and I'll let you know if I've gotten any sales yet. So crossing fingers.
So thanks for watching, and don't forget, Why be serious if you can be delirious?